Hey Aries, welcome to your month ahead reading for December 2022. We're going to take a look at what Spirit has in store for you over the next 30 days or so. And we're going to start off with a question that the universe wants you to ask yourself. So what we have for you that came out is support. What are your beliefs about the help coming your way from others? How do these beliefs impact your decisions and your sense of peace in the world? So let's set that there and let's pull another oracle card to see what other energy is surrounding my Aries collective for December 2022. And what we have for you is High Priest, intend and create. So what it feels like is surrounding you. I think that for a lot of my Aries out there, you have big goals and you have big dreams. There might have been some things that you have sort of started on your journey, whether it's, getting more money, being a little bit more financially stable. It could be something like pursuing school or a hobby or education, something that you have in mind that you've set for yourself as a goal. And it's almost as if you're looking to other people around you to support you, to kind of boost you up, to be with you along your journey. And it might be that for a lot of you that you haven't received the level of support that you've necessarily been looking for or hoping for from the people around you. But there's also, sort of a sense of you needing to create this supportive space for yourself, sort of setting your intentions and building what you do around those intentions, sort of creating this environment that's rich for you, that will help you get to your goals independent of anybody else. So while having support, I think, from other people is absolutely nice, and it would be wonderful to have, it's not, I think, in a lot of cases entirely necessary for you to get to your goal, because ultimately you're going to be the one who is putting in the work. You're going to be the one who's taking the steps that's necessary to achieve the goals that you set for yourself. So I think Spirit is asking you that in the absence of the support that you would ideally love to have from other people, are you still going to put yourself in a position of knowing that you can accomplish your goal independent of those people? So something for you to think about, but let's dig into some tarot and see what other messages Spirit has for you. So we're going to start off with your energy coming into December 2022. What energy is my Aries collective bringing into the new month? And we have the 9 of air, which is the 9 of swords in traditional tarot. So this really symbolizes a little bit of anxiety, some stress, some worry, some sleepless nights. So whatever this goal it is that you have in mind, there's a little bit of apprehension that's surrounding it. It doesn't necessarily feel like a ton of excitement. It almost feels as though you're questioning whether or not this is something that you are going to be able to achieve. And we have that clarified by the 6 of fire in reverse. And this kind of fits in with the questioning of what support you have around you, because the 6 of fire, or the 6 of wands in traditional tarot, really signifies a victory. It's about people sort of looking up to you, people acknowledging you, people affirming you. And so I feel that this lack of affirmation that you're experiencing with the people that are around you is giving you a little bit of hesitation. It's giving you some pause in saying, well, if these people don't support me, then maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I'm not capable, or maybe this is not meant for me. Now, why this message is important for you right now, we have the Queen of Water, and this is the Queen of Cups in traditional tarot. So the Queen of Cups is a very loving, it's a very warm energy, and it almost feels as though there's a sense that you have given maybe support to these other people over time, and it's a little bit hard for you to figure out why it is that they're not supporting you in whatever it is that you're doing right now. And I think that this is something, whatever this goal is something that you feel pretty strongly about. And I do think that to a certain extent, it hurts you that, the folks around you are not necessarily as enthusiastic about it as you are. And we have that clarified by the Page of Fire or the Page of Wands and the King of Air or the King of Swords. So what this feels like is that there may be a need for you to express yourself to these people around you who are creating doubt in your mind. The King of Air, the King of Swords, is a very blunt, a very cutting energy. It's someone who speaks their truth unapologetically. And so there might be a need for you going forward for these people that you're seeking support to, who might not be taking you very seriously at this point in time, to say, look, this is something that I've been thinking about. This is something that I want to pursue. I need to know if you're on board or not. And if not, then okay, I know how to handle you. I know where to place you in my life. And I think it's okay in this instance as well to let them know that this hurts, that this is not a good feeling, that you feel unsupported by them. So this, I think, is an opportunity for you, Aries, to kind of speak your truth to the people that you have around you. Now, how you can get the most out of this month, we have the Chariot in reverse. And so the Chariot is really about forward movement. It can be pretty rapid at times, but there's this sort of forward progression that happens with this card. So I do think that when it comes to these people, that, it's not necessarily a matter of just dismissing them and moving on from them immediately. Like, well, you're not supporting me, so I'm out. I think that if you have that conversation, you'll probably get a little bit more information that will help inform where these people should be placed in your life and what you should do with them. So I almost feel like this is a situation where you don't make any rash decisions before you've been able to have that conversation with them. And we have that clarified by the 8 of Water or the 8 of Cups in reverse. So the 8 of Cups, when it's upright, is about walking away from something or someone. And so having this in reverse with the Chariot in reverse is Spirit saying, don't be so quick to walk away from these people who seem like on the surface they're not being supportive. They may not understand how much this means to you. And Aries, I think for a lot of you, you may have over time had a lot of big ideas that you got excited about, that maybe you got other people excited about, but you didn't necessarily follow through. And so the people around you may look at whatever it is that you're looking at now as just another sort of fly by night, thought that you have, like, oh God, Aries, we've been here before. Aries gets us all hyped up. We're all supportive. And then Aries doesn't follow through. And we're sitting there like, what the hell? So they may be sort of stuck in that thought process. But if you have the conversation with them, and I think that this may be a different situation because this has been set in your intentions and you're really starting to build something around those intentions, it's a different feel for you. I don't know if you've expressed that to the people around you. So that's something to think about. So understanding that you have your feelings right now, I do think that it's worth having a conversation with those folks that you would like support from, to explain to them how this time might be a little bit different for you. So something that you might want to explore going into this month, we have the 4 of Earth or the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when this is upright, the 4 of Pentacles is really about holding back or holding on to something. And so given that I don't believe you've had this conversation, I think that you're holding these feelings of hurt and disappointment to yourself. I think that it's time for you to sort of reveal And it's not saying that you have to outline every sort of detail of your plan, but maybe it would be in your best interest, if you want this support going forward, to outline how impactful to your life that this goal is going to be. So if you're looking to start a new business, how it's going to make you financially stable, how it's going to allow you to take care of yourself and maybe other people in your life. The same with education or moving or whatever the situation is, sort of outlining the tangible impact that this is going to have for you. And let's see if we can clarify that card a little bit further. We have the Fool in reverse. And so I think that it's important because the Fool is taking a leap of faith. It can also be very sort of, literally defined as being foolish, right? Taking unnecessary risks or unnecessary chances. And so I think that in this situation, it's important for you to kind of convey that this is something that you have thought through, that this is something that you have given a pretty good amount of consideration, something that you are not sort of just putting out there into the world and not really having a plan, not really willing to follow through on. I think that you should, articulate to other people that, yeah, I've thought about this. This is not me just jumping out into the ether with nothing planned out. This is something that I truly want. And this is how I'm going to make it happen. This is how I'm going to create my own reality. So something that you should also be mindful of in the next month, we have transformation in reverse. So the transformation card literally is about changes, right? And I think that where you have sort of transformed your mindset and you have gotten on this path that you were determined to stick to, something that you really want to see through to the end, other people may not be so convinced immediately. So I think that if you have this conversation with them and you ask for their support, it may take them a little while to come around, only based on past interactions. But I do think that they will, and we have strength. So regardless of how long it takes the people around you to sort of see things from your perspective and understand that you are absolutely determined to achieve your goal, you're going to have to persevere anyway. So this is really going back to this support card in not letting other people's support or lack thereof be the end all be all to you continuing on the path that you know is right for you, that you know that you want to pursue. So make sure that you keep that in mind, Aries. Again, it's nice to have other people's support and affirmation that you're doing the right thing, but it's not necessary all of the time. So another message that we have from Spirit for you, trust the divine plan. So this is following your instinct, following your gut. And with the High Priest card, in tarot, we typically have the High Priestess, she who knows, the person who is so in tune with their higher self that they don't doubt the messages that they get. So Aries, if you've been put on this path and you have sort of mapped out your plan and you've determined that this is absolutely what you want to do going forward, then trust that you will be able to accomplish that with or without other people's support. And if they come around in due time, wonderful, embrace it. Yay you for having a team behind you. If they take a little while longer, it's okay. You still got this. You can still channel your inner strength. You can still channel your inner knowing and trust that the universe is leading you in the right direction. So that's what I got from my Aries collective. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next one.